Hey everyone, welcome back. So, you know how we all love the convenience of online shopping? 2 clicks and your package is on the way? Well, that same convenience is exactly what scammers are counting on. Right now, Amazon is warning its customers, over 220 million people worldwide, about a huge spike in scam attempts. And not just little things here and there. We're talking about a 5,000% increase in tech scams alone over just 2 weeks. And what's even more surprising is how sneaky these scams are getting. Some of them look exactly like real Amazon messages. So, we're going to talk about how these scams work, why they're suddenly everywhere, and more importantly, what you can do to protect yourself and your loved ones. So yeah, stay with me because this is something that really could affect any of us. Also, before we go on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever gotten a suspicious text or email that made you stop and wonder if it was real? Let me know in the comments. And if you find this kind of breakdown helpful, consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps us reach more people and keep you updated with clear, scam-free advice. Now, let's start with what's going on. The warning came shortly after Amazon's Prime Day sale, and it wasn't just about 1 or 2 scam messages. These were full-blown campaigns. Scammers were sending out emails, making fake calls, and blasting people with texts that looked like they came straight from Amazon. But they didn't. And here's the thing. Most of the time, these scammers didn't even know if the person they were texting or calling actually had an Amazon account. They just knew that statistically, the odds were in their favor. I mean, let's be honest. How many of us don't have Amazon accounts these days? And one of the most common tricks? The fake refund text. You might get a message saying something like, "You've been issued a refund by Amazon. Click here to view." Seems harmless, right? But the link takes you to a page that looks just like Amazon's login screen. And once you enter your details, boom, they've got your password, your email, and in some cases, access to your financial info. Another one that's been reported a lot is a call claiming there's been a suspicious iPhone purchase on your account. They'll even say it's being shipped somewhere you've never lived. The whole point is to get you panicked enough to hand over sensitive information. And that panic, yeah, it's real, especially if you're not expecting it. You see, it's not that these scams are brand new, but what's changed is the volume and sophistication. They become much more convincing. According to a cybersecurity firm, one type of refund text scam surged 50 times in just 2 weeks after Prime Day. 50 times. And the goal is always the same. Trick you into revealing something personal before you have time to think. And get this, Amazon says that over 2/3 of scam reports they're receiving now involve things like fake order confirmations or bogus account issues. That's a lot of people feeling uncertain and afraid they've been hacked. And sometimes, that fear alone is enough to cause someone to click without double checking. Now, here's something a lot of people don't know. Amazon actually has systems in place to help you verify if a message is real. They have something called the Message Center on your account. If you get an email or text about a delivery or a refund and you're not sure, go to the Message Center in your Amazon app or on the website. If it's not there, it didn't come from Amazon. Also, starting recently, Amazon emails that are legit will show the Amazon Smile logo next to the sender's name in Gmail and other major email providers. It's a little detail, but helps. And again, it's not foolproof, but it adds another layer of security for you to rely on. So then, let's talk again about what these messages look like. They often create urgency, like your account will be locked, or your subscription will renew at $139 unless you cancel today. And they give you a convenient little link that looks totally legit at first glance. But that link, more often than not, is a trap. And you know what's weird? Sometimes these scammers will even ask you to download software or an app to verify your account. Please don't do it. That's almost always malware, which can give them control over your device. Some even go as far as asking for payment in gift cards or directing you to a fake customer service number where someone posing as an Amazon employee walks you through the scam. And that's the thing, they're not just counting on tech, they're counting on social engineering. Talking to you like a real rep would, saying all the right things, even using hold music. It's wild. And guess what? These operations are massive. Some of them are being run out of what's called SIM farms overseas, where scammers use dozens or hundreds of phone numbers that rotate constantly to avoid being blocked. They can send out thousands of scam messages in a day, and they don't even care if most of them fail. All they need is a few to work. So yeah, it's a numbers game, and sadly, it's working more than you might think. A recent study found that about 30% of people have been scammed online, and nearly half of them didn't realize it until their money was already gone. That's a huge number, and most people relied purely on instinct, not any kind of verification tool. That's why Amazon is stepping things up, not just with technology, but with education. They're putting out reminders of what to watch out for. For example, Amazon will never call you to ask for your password. They won't ask you to download software to cancel an order. And they definitely won't ask you to pay with gift cards. If anything like that happens, it's not them. And if you ever do need to contact Amazon, go straight through their app or website. Don't use numbers or links you get in a message, even if they look real. That's probably the single biggest takeaway here. Don't trust the message. Trust the source you already know. Also, if you want to take your security a step further, enable two-factor authentication or passkeys on your account. It adds a layer of protection that scammers can't bypass just by knowing your password. And let's be real, most of us use the same password on more than one site. So if they get one, they might get more. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming, especially with how fast these scams are evolving. But just being aware, just stopping for a second before clicking, that can make all the difference. Knowledge really is your best defense here. And I think the most powerful reminder in all this is just how easy it is to fall for one of these, especially when you're distracted or tired or going through something. So it's not about being tech savvy or paranoid. It's just about building habits, checking things twice, using trusted links, and not acting out of fear or urgency. And next, let's talk about something you can actually use today. There's a tool through the Better Business Bureau called Scam Tracker. You can type in a phone number, an email, even the kind of scam, and it'll tell you if other people have reported it. You can also report new scams you see. It's a good way to help others while protecting yourself. Also, let your friends and family know, especially older relatives or anyone who isn't as comfortable with tech. A quick conversation can stop someone from getting hurt. Because in the end, this isn't just about Amazon. It's about how all of us live in this hyper-connected world where trust is currency. And when that trust is broken, the consequences are very real. So, to bring it all back, if you ever get a text or email that seems a little off, just take a breath. Don't click. Check your account through the app. If something's really wrong, you'll see it there. If not, delete it and move on. No harm done. And hey, if this helped you today or made you think of someone who could use a reminder, share it with them. We all know someone who's gotten a weird email or a sketchy phone call. And before you go, let me know, have you ever almost fallen for a scam? Or maybe you caught one just in time. I'd love to hear your story in the comments. It helps others stay alert, and it helps build a little community of people here who look out for each other. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. We cover this kind of stuff all the time: scams, money tips, ways to protect yourself online. And it's all explained in a way that actually makes sense. Thanks for sticking with me today. Take care of yourself and keep your info safe out there.